What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow. We are doing something very special today. We are on the Xbox One playing Farming Simulator 17, and we are looking at the new added to the Mod Hub today, December 9th, 2016, Chellington 17 map. It is the first map added to the Mod Hub on the Xbox One. Of course, it is very, very cool that they have added a map to the Mod Hub finally. And if it loads, we will take a look at it here in just a second. Full disclosure, I did drive around on the map a little bit earlier today. It is a pretty cool map. We are going to do a couple things here real fast. We're going to fast time a little bit, and we are going to turn the help off. Okay, because it's kind of dark right now. So welcome to the map. This is the map. It does look a little small. Overall, because it doesn't quite take up the whole like map thing there. They put the wood grain around it, you know. Still a really cool looking map. It's pretty simple, not a lot of thrills. Everything's kind of right here at the homestead, which I like. Don't get me wrong, I do like that. So it looks very cool. They basically didn't use any of the existing buildings. It looks like they made, you know, pretty much all their own buildings, and everything is kind of different and cool. And there's warning. It's very cool. There's lots of like broken down stuff laying around, and very, very pretty homestead, let's say that much. Very decorated. It just looks really cool. Okay, we're gonna stop that fast time now because it's a little brighter now. We'll go through the equipment here in just a minute. I'm assuming this might be like a bale sell point. Fake bales sitting around. I mean, they're real, but they're fake. You know, you can't interact with them. This would be your pigs right here in the homestead, which is pretty cool that all your animals are right here. So everything's kind of together for you on this map, which is pretty neat. Oh no, we have a broken down little dozer. Oh no. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. There's broken down stuff sitting everywhere. It is a very good looking homestead, to be honest. I do like it quite a bit. So there's the manure and the liquid for the pigs. Got lots of sheds around. You have plenty of room for equipment, plenty of room for piles of stuff. Quite the chicken area that we have here. And that's pretty cool. Got some round bales. Just lots of decorations around the homestead. It looks quite awesome, actually. So we were running over here to the pigs. We got one of those grates in the ground that not the pigs, the cows. That the cows don't like go over, you know. I forget what those are called. Somebody tell me in the comments, please. We got our silage bunker, and then of course here's the spot for the cows. I think this is an existing building that was out of Goldcrest, possibly. Pretty sure. So pretty cool designed map. I think it's really awesome that it is the first modded map on the console. That is very cool. There's one other map in the mod hub on the PC, but on the console, this is the first modded map. So that's really neat. Oh, we got a broken down New Holland combine, or lizard combine. Not New Holland at all, even though it totally looks like one. But that's okay. So another cool thing about this homestead is there are gates that we have to open. We have to open gates to get... Oh, looks like we have seed and fertilizer here, too. I bet it's really expensive. But there are gates we have to open to actually get out of the homestead. So you run over on the console here, and you hit B on your controller, and it opens the gates up. It's pretty cool, actually. I like having open and closable gates. It adds to the map. It definitely adds to the map. So let's take a look at the equipment real fast that you start with. Nothing fancy. A New Holland tractor. That's not a New Holland. The Massey Ferguson tractor. I was really trying to get through this video without like stumbling across my words. Anyway, you get a New Holland combine. How about that? Little header cart, tipper, cultivator, plow, seeder, weight, mower, baler, truck. You get the truck? Why not? That's cool. So really not a ton of equipment. Let's find that truck. I've not actually really driven this truck before. But the only unfortunate thing is you cannot actually open the gates from your vehicle. You have to actually get out and open and close the gates. Where's the gate at? It's right here somewhere. There it is, there it is, there it is. So here's the gate. So you can't actually interact with the gate from inside the vehicle. So you actually do have to get out of the vehicle. Now the storage here, because if you look, there's symbols on these buildings for wheat, barley, canola, and corn. Okay, so does that mean you can dump? I mean, with the dump anywhere, you can dump anywhere. So I would assume that, I don't know, but because there's a grate right there. Let's get this trailer and try this out real fast, because I'm not really sure where the whole like dump spot is and where you refill and everything. I think it's over here. How do I pull the cover off of this thing? There we go. Nope, not that button. Hitting all the wrong buttons, guys. All the wrong buttons. Still getting used to 17 here on the console. I primarily am playing on the PC right now, so still getting used to it here on the console. Okay, so we have wheat. Okay, but does that mean we dump it at the grade or we dump it in the building? Or you know what? Since it's probably limited to the 100,000, I wonder if you dump the rest that you have in the building. That's a very good possibility, actually. So they provide you some storage for your other grain, or extra grain, I should say. That's actually really cool. I like that. I like that quite a bit. Let's go for a little drive here, guys, real quick. We'll check out like biogas plant. There's not a lot of like sell points or anything on this map. There's not a ton. There are fences and fence rows, hedgerows, and stuff to get in and out of the fields. Roads are very narrow. This is a road with no traffic, but coming up here we'll go to a road that actually has traffic on it. And roads are narrow. Traffic is on the wrong side of the road, so I'm assuming this map is supposed to be set overseas somewhere or something like that. We do have a cool little river that runs down the center of the map. I actually kind of dig it. It's pretty neat. There's a bridge there, and that bridge there is for the train. But I've not actually seen the train, so I don't know if there actually is a train on this map, but there is a train track. So yeah, and you own a ton of fields. You own 1, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 17, 15. You own a lot. You own a lot. So that's interesting how much you own on this map. It's a lot. It definitely is a lot. Let's check the field price here. Let's check field 12 and just see how much field 12 is. So there's a gate here to get into the fields, which I kind of like. So you'll actually be forced to take your combine heads off to get in and out of fields, which I actually kind of dig that. That is kind of neat to me. So holy crap, $586,000 for field 12 here. Field 12 is pretty good size though, so I guess it's legit. I guess it is legit. Let's get back in our tractor and continue our little tour. This would be a fun map to play actually in multiplayer, I believe. It looks like it would be pretty cool to play, but also looks like a decent single player map. It's not huge. The fields aren't, I mean, there's some good sized fields, don't get me wrong. 17, 15, 14, pretty good sized fields, but they're not just like overwhelmingly massive or anything. So this does look like a pretty good map. Looks like a lot of fun. God, words are hard, guys. Words are hard. Stumbling across them. That's kind of your boy John from Puma Plow. So while we're driving to the biogas, I want to have a little chat with you guys. Today is Friday, December 9th, like I said earlier, and this map was just added today to the mod hub. But something else that is very cool happening today, I will actually be streaming tonight. So if you're watching this on YouTube, hey, come check out my stream. 6 p.m. Central. And we'll be streaming for, I don't know, 2-3 hours tonight, most likely. And we'll be playing on our Goldcrest closed server. But I hope everybody comes out and checks this out. We are getting very, very close to the 10,000 follower mark over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/PumaPlow. There will be a link in the description of this video if you would like to come on over and maybe we'll talk about this map tonight, I'm sure. Wow, we need to go down this road. That looks fun. Hang on, y'all. But if you'd like to come out to Twitch and give us a follow over there, if you guys have not already done so, I'd greatly appreciate that. Would greatly appreciate it. It would be really, really cool. Mean a lot. And for us to add a digit on Twitch is very cool. Getting really close to that 10K mark. It's just very, very cool. So make sure if you guys are not already following, you come on out. And hey, if you are following, remember, 6 p.m. tonight, guys, we will be streaming. So come on out, please, and thank you. But this road's actually really cool. Is that an old castle? That's an old castle. What? Okay, I'm glad I came down this road. I did not see this earlier. I did not check out too much of this map earlier. I just kind of drove around a little bit and checked out just a smidge of this map earlier today. Very cool old castle here in the middle of this field. We can like drive up in here. Sweet. That's actually really neat. We need to go up there. I do not know if this map has the gold coins. I'm kind of doubting that it does. I am playing it in multiplayer right now, so it probably does not. So, or not. I don't know if I'm in multi or single actually. Now that I think about it, I'm not totally sure. Let's go as high as we can on the castle. This castle kind of reminds me of something out of Farm Sim. Farm Sim 13, or no, Farm Sim 11. That's what this kind of reminds me out of. In that center of the map, there was a thing you could go climb. That's actually pretty cool though. You can have a party in the castle. I guess if you wanted to. If you're into that kind of thing, you see. That's actually really neat. I kind of dig the castle, not gonna lie. Kind of like it. Well, it's a broken ankle, I'm pretty sure. Alright, let's continue this. Let's go check out the biogas plant, and then I think we're gonna be done with this map. I would not mind playing this map sometime in the future. I don't know about like a stream or let's play map, but it does look pretty cool, and the fact that it's the first one on the mod hub is very neat. That they have come out with one finally, which is awesome. It's very, very cool. I like this road actually. I love how rough it is. That's actually really cool to me, and the way your head kind of floats in the cab now. See, out here it's not as good. It's still fun to drive on from back here, but in the cab it's like, oh, gonna barf. I actually dig it quite a bit. Imagine bouncing through here with like a semi-truck. Oh yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun actually. Lots of fun. Alright, but here's the shop. Show you guys that real fast. Here's the shop. Nothing special, but it's a shop nonetheless, and that's all you need, right? All you need is a shop, so you need to remember to drive on the left. Traffic does not play on this map. They are pretty aggressive. So here's the river again, from the other side of the map here. And then the train track, we're going to dip underneath the train track. Actually, no, we're not. So we're going to go into the biogas plant. That's right. Going into the biogas plant. So this is biogas, animals, buy sell point, and I believe an actual sell point as well. So there's like quite a bit of stuff in here. It looks like you can sell some stuff at this grate here. Looks like it takes quite a bit of stuff, so that's pretty cool. Oh god, that grate is like real. And then here's your biogas sell point for your silage or bales. You can sell in there as well. Little storage shed. I actually like that, having a shed here. I kind of dig it. Can we get up on the train tracks from here? That'd be kind of fun, right? Because tractors totally belong on train tracks, y'all. Oh, there's a gate or a fence there. Never mind. Fences, yep, fences are non-drive-throughable, which is what they should be. It's what they should be. Maps where you can drive through fences, drive through trees, drive me crazy. See what I did there? Worked in the drive. Okay. Alright, so here's your farm's animal buy-sell point. Right there. Which is pretty cool. And yeah, each field has a little gate, and it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. So that would be a grass field, field 19 here, all grassed out for you already. It's pretty neat. So that is this map, guys. That is basically this map. hope everybody enjoyed this little video. I know it's not much of a video, but it's pretty cool. And like I said, I would not mind playing this sometime in the future. It does look like a pretty cool map. It's normally not the style of map that I go for. I'm more of the American, you know, big fields, big homesteads, that kind of stuff. But occasionally it is fun to play on a very small homestead, small field, small map. It almost has a feel of Gamsting, but not quite. For many of you guys will remember Gamsting on the Farm Sim 15 there. It has a little bit of that feel to it, but bigger, because Gamsting was tiny. Gamsting was so small. That was a great little map, though. I actually really enjoyed that map, but this has a little bit of a feel of Gamsting to it, so if you like that map, you'll probably dig this. This is just bigger. Gamsting was like half the size, or smaller. It was tiny. But like I said, not a lot of sell points, but that's okay. Do you really need them? Let's actually look it through here. Yeah, so there's only like, you know, 4 places to sell stuff total. And that's it. So not a lot of options there for selling stuff, but that is okay. So definitely a smaller map, and it looks pretty cool. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to come on out to Twitch, twitch.tv/PumaPlow. Give me a follow tonight. I would greatly appreciate that. Marching towards 10K. We need like less than 50 right now, I believe, to get to that 10K mark. So that is really cool, and you never know. Maybe sometime we will play this map on one of our servers. You never know. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button for more. Subscribe if you have not already done so. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, I'm your boy John from Puma Plow. Toodles.